In this video, we're going to be replacing the blower motor on this 2008 Acura MDX. It's located on the passenger side underneath your glove box. Alright, so there's a few clips on the underside of this panel. We're going to go ahead and pull those down and remove the front. And we'll have two electrical connections we'll have to unplug as well. We're going to have a few clips along this panel. And you may have some of these metal clips that go on the tops here that might come off, or they may be stuck in, like this one here is stuck in the panel. So go ahead and retrieve these and put them back in place. So we're going to need those to put our panel back up. While we have this down, we'll disconnect our lights and our sensor back here. Now we can remove our panel. All right, so we can see that this blower motor here is what we're after. It's held in by a couple of screws. We have a harness going to it. And our harness is attached here with a couple of clips. We're going to take our panel tool, pop these clips down. You can see these clips are just pressed on to plastic studs. And now we can disconnect our electrical here. And we can set that aside. These are the screws that we're after here. There's three of them. You can use a flathead, an 8mm, or a T25. At this point you can see the blower motor started to come down. We'll use one hand to kind of keep it in place. Now with those three screws out, we can lower our blower motor out. We're going to install our new blower motor. We're going to raise our blower motor into position. We have this little vent here that's going to go in there, which will pretty much clock you into position for your three screws to go back in. And we're going to start this one by hand. Just a couple of threads. We'll do the same here on the two that we can reach. Easy enough. And then we'll go ahead and actually tighten these up. That leaves us with one more in the back of the unit. And we'll just run around one more time, just make sure they're all tight. Okay, now what we'll do is put our harness back onto the studs with the clips here, just push into place. The studs themselves are keyed. We have a square clip here. And now we can plug in our connection here. At this point, before we reinstall the bottom panel, I recommend you test and make sure the blower turns on, works the way it should, and you don't hear any odd clicking noise from the fan being at an angle. If everything sounds good, we can move on to reinstalling the bottom panel. All right, so here's the bottom panel. It's going to go in the vehicle like this. What I wanted to show you here are these two pins. Going to be a little difficult to see under the dashboard. We're going to put these two pins into the receiver on the bottom and then lift the front up and push these clips into place after we connect our electrical connections. But the first thing you want to do is locate these pins, push them into place. Okay, so these pins that we were talking about here are going to go into these slots here. We'll go ahead and locate those. Now we can go ahead and plug in our electrical. All right, now from here, we're just gonna raise the panel straight up. We're gonna locate these clips into here. These clips into here, straight across. And give it a little push up. And with that, your install is finished.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.